Okay.
Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah! Oh, that took off.
Hi everyone, welcome to Shell Sugar Rush. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today I wanted to share with you this classy and elegant cake that I made for my mother's 70th birthday celebration. If you enjoy things like this, stick around and watch me put it all together. And if you haven't, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload more videos in the future. So let's make a cake. So for the bottom tier, I've started with a vanilla cake and I have 4 layers here. I am going to be filling in each layer with some Swiss meringue buttercream, and then I will give this a nice crumb coat and we'll pop it in the fridge and let it set and start working on some of the decor. So I'm starting here with some black fondant and I'm using these rose cutters that I have. I absolutely love these. It makes it so much easier and quicker to make roses, just because you can fold it over and kind of roll it up. Very nice and convenient. So I'm making several of these in black. I'm also going to be doing some in gold and silver as well, because this is the color scheme that I wanted to go with on the cake. So we're going to just finish getting these rolled up here, and then we will start on our second tier of the cake. So our middle tier of the cake is going to be chocolate, and this is a 6-inch, and I'm going to be using 3 layers on this, and again filling in the layers with some Swiss meringue buttercream, and just give it a nice crumb coat, and we're going to pop it in the fridge to set. So our bottom vanilla tier is ready. It has been chilling with that crumb coat. So now we're going to go ahead and give it just a nice generous final coat of our Swiss meringue buttercream. And this is an 8-inch, by the way, for the bottom tier here. And I'm just going to get that final coat on and get everything smoothed out real good. And then we're going to set this one aside and we will put the final coat on our chocolate tier. So our crumb coat on our chocolate tier is set. So we're going to give it that nice final coat now and get it smoothed out real good, and then we'll come back to our bottom tier. Now I've decided to give these tiers a little texture, so I'm just taking my offset spatula and going around in a circular motion until I have made those lines all the way up both tiers. So for the very top, I have baked a lemon cake, which is her favorite flavor. I am going to torte this cake, and I'm taking a circle cutter here. I believe this was my 4-inch, and cutting out the circles to a 4-inch size, and I'm just filling each layer with the buttercream. And again, I'm going to pop this in the fridge, let it set for a minute, and I've pulled it out and used a smaller circle on top just to mark a section, and I'm starting to carve from there down to get that rounded shape on it. About the size of a softball, I'd say. And I'm going to give it a nice little crumb coat here and then set it aside and work on the details. So now I'm making some gold roses, just as I did earlier with the black fondant. I'm going to make a few of the gold roses and then put them aside. And I'm also going to make a rose for the center of the top. I wanted to do a gold rose around the lemon cake, so I'll have a piece for the center, and then I will cut out some pieces that will go around the sides, and we'll line those all the way to the bottom to get that rose fully covered. Now you can see here I've brought the little lemon cake back in and placed that first center rose on top, And I actually took a 2-inch cookie cutter, and I am cutting out circles and just cutting off about a third to give it a flat end or a flat side, and just smoothing those edges out. And I'm going around the cake, just overlapping each of those to get that full rose effect. And I'm just going to continue to do this and make my pieces a little bigger as I go along until I have the rose cake completely covered. So our rose is complete, and now we're going to roll out some more gold fondant and start working on some letters for the birthday message. So here I decided to do some of the fancy lettering to put the word mom on the cake, and then I'm going to just do some of the standard block lettering to actually cut out the birthday message that will go on the cake board around the bottom of the cake. And of course I decided to dust all of the gold pieces with a little gold dust just to give it that extra luster. And here I'm working with some silver fondant to make those silver roses to finish out that color scheme that we want. And just the same, I'm going to roll these up and just make a few of these and dust them with some silver luster dust to give them that extra luster as well. So our bottom tier is chilled, and I have added 5 bubble tea straws in to give this some support, and I'm adding on the birthday message here. And now I'm going to take that second tier, that chocolate tier, and put it on top and just place it where I want it to go. And then I'm going to add 1 more bubble tea straw into the center of this tier just to give that support to the rose that I'm placing on top. And as you can see here, I did add a black strip of fondant around the bottom of that large rose just to tie everything together. And now I'm just finishing it off by placing the additional roses. And now our cake is complete. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. And if you enjoyed the video, make sure you hit the like button. And don't forget, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notifications bell so you'll be notified when I upload more cakes in the future. Thank you for your support, and I'll see you next time.